ekhaya bangibiza unyandeni umzilikazi kaMashobane umsongo weinsimbi ebusweni bamagwala abaleke uvumisa ugasela but the streets know me as Kwane, a wordsmith cursed with turning words and fusing nightmares into dreams. I'm a bedroom poet forced to take on the stage. Welcome to me. Yo, hi guys. Now I'm meeting you guys here. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Hi guys. Welcome to the second installment of me and my ped. Yeah, these are, unlike the one from last year, these are actual poems that I centered around a series. So the series is called The Worlds Blurry. So it's some poems that I wrote in my way of trying to deal with the questions arising from life and how I've been dealing with life and questions around life and struggles around life and also struggles around faith and finding belief and finding a space to believe in something else other than what you grew up believing. So that's what this series is about. I'm gonna do just a few poems, and yeah, without wasting any time, let's go into it. The first one is called A Proud Memory. I stole the song that I'm singing. I stole it off a TikTok video. So from that video, I wrote the piece. I feel like it really gives foundation to the rest of the poems that I'm gonna be reciting today. So yeah, let's go. Can I sing sitting? How do you make a memory proud? Fighting the world and fighting the thought that you're not around. It's been hard to live since you left me out. Waking each day with the hopes that I'll hear your voice whisper out loud. No mission or plan, just walking around trying to remember your voice. Reminiscing over memories that have long since been forgotten. It's been hard to live since you left me with no reason to dream no more. I keep pictures and try to redraw your cracks from memory, but you keep slipping. Time keeps forcing me to forget the prints on your hand, to the lonely hair on your chin and the grace that spread wisdom through your head. Your glistening eyes, your enchanting smile and your soulful laughter would be the last to go. Without all of this, what would be left for me? Do I even try to make you proud in your absence? Is my living enough? Is my trying each day enough? Or is it all just a fabled dream? For reuniting with you seems the only way that I'll ever know if you're ever satisfied. And if a picture's all I have to hold, I'll hold it tight to get me through. I'll hold it tight just like I'm holding you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was, proud memory. It's a piece, suffering from loss. I think the idea of loss is the one that had raised so many questions in my life. So that's why now I feel like I'm at a point where from the loss of, a few loved ones, I feel like I was at a point where I had to wrestle with questions. I had to wrestle with my own life and the meaning of my own life. So this next poem is, I don't know, it's how I convinced myself, in a weird way, it's how I convinced myself that there's still a reason to live and death might be scarier than dying. Basically, I try to envision myself in like a failed suicide attempt, waking up from those moments of a failed suicide attempt, and this is the only thing I could come up with. A wailing scream sets the scene with wailing willows gushing from the dust gathered underneath his still body. He is stuck. Consciousness slowly creeps back in, his eyes heavy from the drag steadily open with the same might it would take to remove him from the position that he's trapped in. Then reality kicks in. He is still here. A searing pain oozes from his spine as a reminder of his failed attempt. He is still here. This time, all the problems he was trying to flee have now multiplied, with no one in sight that can aid in his abyss. He is still here, forced to contend with his demons, while the cold of the night aims to make a home of his body. At this point, there is no part of his body that is not in sheer agony. And his legs refuse to offer support to the body that sought to betray them, thinking it could take flight without wings. He is helpless. Emptiness, depression, and sadness have nothing on the cold darkness that seeks to make his body a home. For the first time in a while, he looks forward to the morning, for maybe then the sun might save him from the cold darkness that's taking its time, as though offering penance for all his past mistakes. He closes his eyes and wishes for a stray animal to rescue and remedy what gravity failed. For maybe then he might finally find peaceful sleep. Thank you. Yes, sir. I'm hoping that I'm past that poem, but it hasn't felt like that in a long time. So really the hope is that I'm past that poem and that space. Yeah. The next piece was my attempt at trying to fall back in love with life. Amid the questions, amid everything else. Well, still a question. The whole piece is a question mark, basically. It's called How to Love, and yeah, it's dedicated to life itself. I was supposed to have someone sing this next part, but I guess I'll sing it again. This is thanks to Bongeziwe Mabandla. So if bafuna ukungisua, it's just a cover. Yeah. Gikhangela uthando, gikhangela uthando. I want to love you. I want to love you simply, and not in the fairy tale way where butterflies fly out information every time that I see you. I want to love you as I see it and not have to imagine it, like the way the colors of a rainbow fit so perfectly together without even trying, and how we would imagine that there's gold somewhere, but that's never what makes it so perfect. Should be simple, like how water sips in between your toes as it makes its way back into the ocean. That's simple, just flowing as the wind blows. I mean, it's just breathing, right? That's what life is, holding enough air in 2-minute intervals. But why is it so impossible to love you? Like grabbing a handful of air, hoping for substance. I want to love you. I do want to love you. But they do say the best things in life are free. But why does loving life have such a huge cost? Kwane. Yeah, that was what I guess these poems are self-explanatory, except for this last one. I can't explain this last poem for the life of me. Hopefully you guys can find some meaning out of this last poem. I think this last poem is what happens when your whole belief systems get like uprooted and you are left like in the field and trying to make sense of life and trying to figure out where to go from here, what to believe in, how to believe. So I guess that's the best way I can describe this poem. It's the title of this series. It's called The Worlds Blurry. Yeah. Bear with me. I didn't expect these poems to do what they are doing now. So, all right. Look how the world's been shifted on its axis with its head out of space. The foundation has been obliterated by love gone. Where to stand is no longer clear, for the known has proven itself to be non-existent, left with questions without answers. Where do I turn? Now that my faith has disproved itself, who holds my fear when all they do is exploit it? On whose hands can I entrust my heart when they've exchanged their fingers for double-edged swords? Handle with care no longer applies to this life. If fate exists, then someone failed to play connect the dots, or we've been lied to. For this life does not have us in it. 1 + 1 = 2 is how simple it promised to be. But we are in a binary with infinite zeros, no calculable solutions. It can never get simple, for the pudding has been spoiled. There's no more proof to disprove that it's all a random strings of ones. I can't even hope on a future. It's hard to hope in darkness. See how not even this poem makes sense. And it's not for the sake of being abstract, no, it's just, it's hard to see connecting lines when the world is this blurry. Kwane. Yes, sir. Thanks, my dude. Thanks, my dude. Wow. Thank you all. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a Worlds Blurry by Kwane. Hopefully, I'll do another one next year. An open show for everyone to come tune in. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next video next year. Peace out, dog. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks, Manji. That was awesome. Thanks.